everyone, I'm Heather. Happy motherfucking Dewithon. Okay, we're still smack in the middle of Dewithon. Okay, Wales Readathon, Welsh books, Welsh authors, Welsh settings, Welsh legends, if you will, whatever. Last week's books I did were pretty banging. I mean, one of them was 3 stars, so not great, but the other one was 5 stars, so overall good spread, I reckon. This week, okay, another 2 books on the spread. First one, I think I'm gonna listen to primarily as an audiobook. About halfway through it anyway already, okay? And then a book, which I'm not sure, to be honest, will be good. And if it's not, I'm a DNF that bitch and I'm gonna replace it with something new, okay? First one though is the audiobook that I'm actually really loving. It's really good. Game of Lies by Claire Mackintosh. So this one is a police, like, detective type thing. But our main character, the detective, she's not very detective-y. She's not very, like, Law and Order, okay? She's more, I'll do what I want. She's more, I've come here to fly by the seat of my pants and I brought my dog. Like that kind of detective. I think also this is a series. There's at least 2 of them, maybe more, like, so she's that kind of detective, okay? Like, strong enough as a character to carry several books. So, we're in North Wales, we're on a mountain, and they're filming a show there, where the whole idea of the show is that everyone on the show has a secret that could ruin them if it came out, and you are playing for basically the ability to keep your secret and then also get a lot of money, and you're doing that by throwing other people's secrets under the bus. So it's pretty disturbing and people are disturbed by that, and there's pretty high stakes, which is why first of all we have a missing person and then we have a murder. So that's what a detective is doing and I'm loving it. I love, like, a detective like this who, they're not like, you know, like a detective, like a normal, like, detective that you'd meet, you know, they're not like a real detective. They're like a if I have to sort of detective. So I mean, with a dog that misbehaves and is only hanging out because he doesn't want to hang out anywhere else and everyone is allowing it. So I mean, that's the thing. Anyway, okay, next one, which is a book. I haven't started yet. It's literally nothing. I know nothing about it. It's short stories and it's creepy ones. It's creepy. Okay, Dark and Chilling Tales, edited by Gwen Davies. This is Sing Sorrow Sorrow. Look at this creepy woman on the front. Are you getting scary vibes? Because I feel like I'm getting scary vibes. Okay, so this one, I don't know anything about, except for that obviously it's short stories. And I just looked at the author list, and it is a who's who of awesome Welsh authors. Canan Jones, Tristan Hughes, Richard Gwyn, Deborah K. Davis, Niall Griffiths, Lloyd Jones. It's just a pretty big bag of awesomeness. So it's probably going to be awesome, but I don't know if I love short stories in general. I don't like long ones, I don't like short ones. I like novellas, about 2-3-ish hundred pages for me. That's like the perfect story length. So we'll see and report back. Okay, I have finished it. Claire Mackintosh's Game of Lies, and it was good. So good. I'm going to go with 4 stars. I'm going to go with 4 stars because it was a very cozy mystery. You know, it wasn't like you know, pull me out of myself amazing. Like, it's floored me. Like, it was just very, like, satisfying. I'm very content now in this moment, having finished it. It's like, you know, like Mystery Madness March, like everyone's doing like the Mystery March. I feel like this is perfect for that. It's like Dewithon and Mystery Madness March merged into one for a cozy mystery awesomeness. I did, however, just find out now, just now, I promise, it's not the first one in the series. It's the second one. I thought it was the first one, it's not. And I only found that out because I went to get the next one, an audiobook, just now, and realised that actually the first one is the next one. But I didn't realise that till literally just now. So it's obviously possible for you to read these like as standalones, like they're fine as standalones. I did not at any time suspect that I was missing any kind of information. So it was banging. It was absolutely banging. I'm gonna get the next one because I'm so excited about the series. I feel like the detective, she's a very good detective, you know, she's a very good character, very capable of carrying multiple books. She lives in like a really small community. She's lived there her whole life. She's got a really interesting family. She's got really interesting like connections with the people in the village. The author is like clever and sets it up really well, and the settings are amazing. Like, it's the perfect cozy mystery. So I recommend. And the next one I'm moving on to is the very first one, is The Last Party, which is like a locked room mystery, I think. Like, someone gets murdered in like a mansion or something at a lake house, also in North Wales. And then we get to see our detective again, who's amazing. And I love her. And I love her love life. And I love her dog. I am currently waiting for my appointment to view a house. James and his mum have come as well, and they are scoping out the neighborhood. Like, I feel like I should also scope out the neighborhood, but also kind of don't want to. Also, just like, I'll do it later. Like, what if we see the house and it's absolute dog shit, and then I've walked all the way around this neighborhood for absolutely no reason? I feel like the first thing is a vibe check on the house. Then if I like the house, then look at the neighborhood. Do you know what I mean? Well, it has always been a dream of mine to live so close to a Lidl. So that's good. Okay. Good things about that house. There was a cat in it. He was chunky. And he let me cuddle him. And he did not complain. That was really it. We're getting desperate now. Desperation! Desperation! We have to be in-house by September so that we can apply for the high school, for Ammon to be in the high school that's near the house. Otherwise, everything will be massively fucked up. But nothing is coming up with 3 bedrooms near the high school that I don't hate. I'm feeling sad and desperate and stressed. Should we go cheer ourselves up? Like, I was gonna do some stuff today, like some job applications and like some cleaning, but like, should we go shopping instead? Like, let's go to the bookstore. Let's get a coffee. Let's get a coffee from the bougie place. The bougie place that only does oat milk. They don't even do soy. They're so bougie. And then go to like the bougie bookstore as well, like the one where everything in there, I love it. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Okay, I forgot the bougie place is so bougie. It closes at 3:30, so we have to go here instead, but I think it's gonna be okay. Actually, this tiny dollhouse coffee just cost me £4.50, so we're still in keeping with our bougie mood. Dudes, I found the Dewithon mega haul. I think everything on this table works for Dewithon. Okay, the first one is a story anthology of like short stories that have won the Rhys Davies Prize. These are all over the place and I've never gotten one before, but it's like about time because I think they're gonna be banging. Okay, and then this one, Anna and the Angel. I've never seen this one, but it looks super cute. So it's apparently based on this story from the Old Testament, which I do not remember. I won't lie to you because I have blocked out all Bible study, but it's apparently about a close relationship between two moms, which is adorable. Okay, I'm listening to my audiobook and painting. Okay, remember my crying journal? Does anyone remember? Every time I cry for the year, I paint a scene about it and then like write a little bit about why it is I cried. And I got behind, so I've had to have like a mad painting session whereby I paint like a shit ton of like all like 9 times or whatever that I've cried this year. And then also my friend in work is leaving work. She's got like redundancy and I've painted her this card. I hope she finds it funny and doesn't like feel sad. Like I don't know, she's been a bit sad about it. I hope she finds it funny. Okay, I've just finished this one. It's a card from my friends who've just bought a new house, and I went like a stalker online and found a picture of the house and like painted it on a thing. Okay, but this, are you ready? I'm gonna zoom out. This is the mess that accompanies literally anything I do. Any project, anything. It's like, oh, well, that was fun. That was lovely. Holy shit. What a mess. Okay, for girls' night, we've got a platter, a platter arrangement, girl dinner. Okay, what have we got?
Okay, crisps.
Different kinds of crisps, is it?
Yeah.
Like, wait, there's some like lentil twirls. Okay.
Like crackers.
Crackers, okay.
Like blueberries and like fruity flavored things.
Fruit roll-ups, okay.
Seeds, nuts, and like a chocolatey bar nutty thing.
Okay.
And then sugar.
Teddy Grahams from America.
Fish.
Custard creams, goldfish.
Which is crackers, basically.
Banging. Let's go.
When there's no more hope is left in me, I can see what comes my way, and I'm always lost. There's nowhere else to go. All I do is fall. Feels like I can make it more than I could bear. Giving up is all that I can.
Okay. It was 2 a.m. and I finished the last party. Okay, and remember that thing I said about how you don't have to read these books in order? You can read the second one before you read the first one, and it's gonna be totally fine. Yeah, don't do that. That was terrible advice. I've accidentally completely ruined the first one for myself by reading the second one. Like, a bit of information that was just casually dropped as fact into the second one was information you spent the whole of the first book gleaning, and it was a huge surprise, huge shock, huge twister. But obviously it wasn't for me because I already knew it. So I sort of fucked that up. But other than that, I feel like still a good one. Still a goodie, still loved it, still 4 stars, cozy read, lovely series. I think I'm gonna get the third book as audiobook. However, I just realised that Tessa Hadley lives in Cardiff. I've wanted to read Tessa Hadley for absolutely ages, and she's got a new one out called The Party, which is a little one, and this person at work said it was really good. It's about like 2 sisters in like the 40s or the 50s, like post-war, and they go somewhere to like someone's house or something for a party in Bristol, and that's all I know about it, but I was told it's amazing. So I've got that audiobook as the next one instead. So we're not quitting on this detective series. We're just putting it on pause for now to delve into Tessa Hadley. If I love Tessa Hadley, which I feel like I might do. She's written absolutely fucking loads, and they're all on audiobook. Kapow. Goldmine. Anyway. Okay, I'm trapped. I'm being held hostage in the parking lot of Anwen's cheerleading place. It's like an industrial estate hellscape, okay, in Tremorfa. And it's like I'm smashed up against a massive fence, and on the other side I've got like an ungodly sized plumber's van, okay, and parking spaces in this car park are like gold dust, okay, like cheerleading moms got like a Hunger Games out here fighting over parking spaces. So now that I've got one, I can't leave it. I cannot leave here until 2 hours from now when I collect my child from cheerleading. So what should we do? Kabam! We're gonna kill this book, right? Okay, I've been reading it for over a week now and have yet to actually get past the first story. Okay, well, I finished the first story. It was me. Okay, but I'm hoping for better things. It's Welsh authors writing creepy short stories. So I reckon I've got, like, I don't want to get my hopes up too high, okay, because that's how I let myself down, you know. But the first story, it had potential, okay? It was about like this ghost who like abducts children, and it was like a posho English ghost at like a posh English manor type thing. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't bad. But we're gonna see how many of these stories we can get through in the next 2 hours. I'll keep you posted. Okay, the next one wasn't bad. It was by Maria Donovan, who I don't really read a lot of. I should read more of her. I guess she's okay. The House Demon, about like, you know, those it's like Slavic folklore, little dudes that live in your house. And if you like feed them and leave stuff out for them and treat them nice, like they'll help you out. They'll like make sure all your socks stay matched, you know, and like keep your fire lit and stuff. And if you're not nice to them, they'll like, you know, cause mischief in your house. So this woman, she moves away from like the old country, you know, and to the UK or somewhere, and she brings her house demon with her. But then she dies, and the house demon like is abandoned and sort of goes a bit feral, you know. Like the execution of the story, not as good as the idea of the story, but it was still better than the first one. We're working our way up. We're working up. Okay, the next one is by Deborah K. Davis. I think I maybe read one of hers before, but I can't remember. Anyway, I think she's okay. I've got another one of her books in my house, so hopefully this will be good. What the fuck? No, absolutely not. What the fuck has just happened? I have no idea. I can't even give you like a rough synopsis because I have no idea what the fuck has just happened. Like, what the fuck? Okay, next one is Guy Williams. Guy Williams? Anyone? Anyone heard of that person? Don't know. I'll let you know. Like, also no. Also, what the fuck? Like, something to do with night terrors? Like a woman has like nightmares in the night. And it's something to do with her job at like a science experimentation lab or something. But then also, her boyfriend studies these like ancient gods or whatever. And it's like, is it like an ancient god possession type thing? And also, what the fuck does it have to do with the neighbor's dog? What the fuck? Okay, now we're cooking on gas. Now we're fucking rolling. Richard Gwynn's the shit, y'all. Okay, he wrote The Blue Tent, which was banging. So I'm feeling good about this one, okay? Feeling good about it. Yeah, okay. That one was pretty good. Like, I don't know, also a bit weird, but I liked it. It's about these, like, young people who do squatting and stuff. Like, they travel around and sort of just inhabit wherever they can. And they've traveled to this place where there's, like, a beach and everything. And they've got someone with them who's a new person who knows one of the other people in the group from, like, when they were in school or something. And this girl's telling about her friend. She's like, oh, when we were kids, my mom used to say that she's like the handless maiden. Like there's this like folk tale where this guy sold his daughter to the devil. He sold her soul to the devil because like he was greedy and he like wanted money or whatever, and the devil like cut her hand off, and she was like, you know, belonged to the devil and stuff like that. And so her mom was like saying that this girl's like, there's something evil in her, there's like a devil in her or whatever. And I don't know, like little snippets or whatever, this girl seems a bit like, I don't know, I liked that one. That was pretty good. Okay, Tristan Hughes as well, I like him. He's some good shit, we'll see now. No. Nope. Also didn't get that one. Also didn't get it. Something about a well? Was it like an evil well? Did the kid fall into the evil well? Did she jump? The thing that came out of the well, was it the kid? Or did anything come out of the well? Are they grown-ups? And then he finds her later and she was the same kid? Or it's a different kid and it's just all about drugs? No. Okay, next one, Conan Jones. Conan Jones is a shit as well. I love Conan Jones. He wrote The Cove. Love The Cove. Come on, Conan Jones. Like, we need you. Help. Okay, that one was good. That one's a 4 stars, I reckon. Like, again, I'm not 100% about what has happened, but in a good way. Do you know what I mean? It's like this foster girl, this girl is fostered, and also this other kid in the house who's been fostered in that house longer. And he's like talking about her, sort of writing down his experience of what happened with her. And she's like, I don't know, like evil, like creepy, like possessed or something, and like acts scary. And then she ended up, I guess, killing the foster dad or something. But did she end up killing the foster dad? Or was it this other kid? And this other kid has just got something about him where he envisions all of his badness as a separate person. That one was good. I like that one. Okay, this next one, The Lovers by Matthew Francis. I liked the ending, but overall was a bit meh. Okay, the next one, the title one, was disturbing and gross, and still I don't think I fully got it. But you know, it wasn't awful. I'm gonna go with 3 stars. I think on the surface of it, it's like a sex worker who is also a serial killer. Like, she gets her johns, you know, and she like kills them and then like separates their limbs and collects them up. Is it a sacrifice to a power that protects her in her sex work? Or does she make skin suits like that guy in Silence of the Lambs? It puts the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again. Okay, next one. Herself? Zilla Bethel? Meh. Just meh. Okay, Rhiannon's Bird. I think that story, I know that story too, so hopefully that one's good. Okay, that one was pretty okay. I think that was maybe like 3.5, 4 stars maybe. Like, this girl, her stepdad, or like her mom's boyfriend, is like abusing her, and he's about to start on her little sister. So she has to summon this like angry bird creature to like protect her and to like kill this guy, which was quite cool. I quite like that. Okay, so it's been 2 hours. I gotta go get the tater tot now in a sec. I think this book, like, we're doing okay. We did pretty good. We got over halfway through, and I think there's quite a large afterword at the end, so there's even less left than it looks like. But I think overall this book is probably going to be about a 3-star book, and it, like, some of the stories were pretty good, but not really enough of them to carry the fact that loads of them are like either shit or confusing or a bit like just meh, you know. But I'll keep an open mind. Keep an open mind for the rest of it. Maybe it'll improve by 1000%. Okay, so I finished that Sing Sorrow Sorrow now. And I was right, yeah, 3 stars. Like, it was okay, to be honest. I think I'll give it back to the library today. But this morning I was a bit bummed out. Like, my kid and I, we fought this morning. Like, she was tired. We didn't get the best out of the day. And then I had to drop her off in like the late part of the school, like the shame section, where all the mums who didn't get their kids to school on time have to get their kids in through the special door. And there was like my kid just sort of like walked away from me and like walked inside, like, you know, no making up, no crutches, you know, no have a lovely day, baby. And then like the other mom turned to her kid and gave her a massive coach and like, oh baby, oh you're gonna do so good today. And the kid was like, oh love you mommy. And then she went in, and then I just like turned around and cried. So I've had to get another bougie coffee, and this time it was so bougie. I also had to get a super expensive sourdough sandwich at Gooch. Like, Gooch has all my money, I swear to God. And then also, guys, don't look at me. I'm disgusting. I went to another bookstore. It's the Welsh language bookstore, but they also have like loads of sort of local authors who like write in English, or their books have been translated into English. So I got these ones. This first one is like a sci-fi book, apparently. The Last Day. I sort of saw like someone writing a bit of a blurby thing online about it, and I thought, oh, that looks good. And took it up to the like lady where I was buying it, and she was like, oh, do you know about this one? I was like, no, is there anything I should know? She told me all about it. She said it was like written in the 90s and it was massively popular. It was flying off the shelves. You couldn't get it. And then they stopped publishing it. It became like each book was like 60 quid. It was like flying off the shelves in secondhand, you know. And then Gwen, this like popular singer, wrote a whole album about it. Didn't know about that, so I'm gonna have to Google that when I get home. She's like, and then they did a reprint. And that's this one now. She's like, now that it's in reprint, people don't freak out about it as much, but it's like the most popular sci-fi book in Welsh, like, ever. But then also, this one, Seed, kids book. So, I'm feeling the strain, feeling like everything's on fire, and I feel like a kids book is really going to sort me out, especially because Carol Lewis, I like Carol Lewis, she wrote Drift, which divides people. They either love Drift or they hate Drift, but I loved Drift, so I'm down, I'm doing it. And I'm walking the long way home through the cemetery. I need the peace of mind. Meow. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. Hi, baby. Oh, no cooches? Hi, papers. I'm walking back from town. And I've got a McDonald's. I got a McPlant, okay? Like a vegan sandwich. And I got two fries, okay? Because we did some day drinking. So we're coming home, and actually the baby's still up and around, so she's gonna have some fries. But, like, as I was just filming this, as I turned it on to, like, say something just now, this like light came on above the house, just above where I was talking, and this guy jumped down the stairs like absolutely stark buck fucking naked, and then turned around and looked at me. He just jumped down the stairs butt naked, spun around, and we made eye contact with him like this. And then he just turned around and went away. I love my neighborhood. I don't want to move away from it. Okay, so I finished The Party by Tessa Hadley, and I really liked it. That was really cute. I think I'm gonna go with 4 stars on that. It's really like skinny, and it's one of these sort of nothing books where nothing actually happens, really, like no actual action like moves anything forward. It's just literally all about the characters. Like there's these 2 girls, they're sort of like, I guess, late teens, early 20s. They're sisters. One's a little bit older than the other one. And they're both in university. So like they come from like a family that's not like poor, you know, but like maybe not so much of the general economic class as most people going to university at that time, you know. So they're sort of like uncomfortable wading into that life, sort of like obsessed with how they're acting and sort of like what people think of them, like even more so than like the average teenager. And you like learn about them, and you learn about their weird eccentric family and their like weird mum, and they sort of like go to this party, and they're sort of awkwardly engaging with people in university, and you sort of find like weird eccentric characters there as well, like this group of boys who've inherited this house from an aunt because the children of that aunt all died in the war, but they don't know how to have a house like that. They don't know how to have inherited that kind of thing, so they just sort of, it's like going dilapidated and like being used poorly, and they just don't know what to do with it. Like I think, like, as well as sort of a book of like everything sort of being turned on its head after the wars, like the First and Second World War, just sort of like everything was a certain way and then it just sort of upended it socially, you know, and everything was weird after that. I really liked it. I like Tessa Hadley's writing. I think it's like cute and like good on characters, do you know what I mean? So I might read another one of hers, but I was in the library yesterday trying to find one and I could only find fucking thicky ones. I think this is the only like small one she's ever written. Her other ones are like the thickies. So I don't know how I feel about a thicky book. It's not really my vibe, you know, like 300 pages, that's like my vibe. Even like, you know, anything beyond 400, that's just like gonna be a no for me, to be straight. Like, but I'll look into it because Tessa Hadley, she does fit Dewithon. She does live in Cardiff, so I'll dip into it. Okay, I think we're good now. We're gonna stop here and we'll chat next week about some other stuff. I have done a lot of emotional support book buying this week, so I'm fresh and free for like, you know, for the next week. I've got more than enough Dewithon books to last me for the rest of the month, so I'll fill you in on those next week. Okay. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything, hit me, bro. Hit me. What are you reading? How's things? How's our spring? Have you seen the sun recently? How are you feeling? Okay. Mwah. See you next week.